For those of you who are unaware of the drama I recently brought upon myself, I'll fill you in. My girlfriend started an OnlyFans account, which is a website where you can upload amateur
public outrage. It's one of the more unfortunate things you may have to face if you have any sort of presence online. I've always had this theory that there are some people you just can't cancel. Ian Carter or IDubbbz, in my mind, fit that mold. When you take some of the things he said out of context, key phrase out of context, any normal person who says the same thing would be canceled in an instant. Ian hasn't. He's always had a dedicated audience that knew the context that things were said. But the recent drama that has befallen him has proven my theory false. A large margin of his audience are split on this opinion. Today, we're going to examine just why that happened. Even though we all say we hate outrage culture, we're still a part of it. Since we're all involved in some way, I thought this video would be more interesting if I had explored this topic with another commentary channel. Also, I'm bored and haven't been outside in a while. Can you describe the drama that's going on right now with IDubbbz?
From what I've seen, from the outside looking in, his girlfriend started an OnlyFans account to post lewds. I don't even know if she's posting nudes on there. It was for lewds. And his fan base didn't like that. And they've decided to light him up big time over it, and anyone who stands in their way.
You are IDubbbz. You put Keemstar in his place. You put Leafy in his place. You destroyed Leafy. I can see your biggest fanny for $10. What's up with you?
I think people would respect you far more if you just came out and said, look, I clearly don't like this. I can't control what she does though, and I still love her, so I will still be with her. Instead of this OnlyFans advert you've pitched to everyone.
Before we get into how I think this happened, let me explain why IDubbbz is difficult to cancel. I think this is due to the nature of his content. Ian's videos are similar to that of South Park. He uses satire, parody, and his cult following to prove his points.
I would say I'm a fan. I'm not like a diehard IDubbbz. I don't have any IDubbbz tattoos, I'll put it that way. But I like IDubbbz. I like his content.
I'm same. No tattoos either. I would say, I would definitely say I'm more of a casual viewer, but I do understand the impact of his content cop. Once he uploads one of those videos, the world kind of stops and everyone listens to that content cop, and that creator is basically dead for a period of time at least.
No one does takedown pieces better than Ian. They're very well researched. Additionally, he's a smart boy. He knows how people are going to react to certain things. So he either preemptively cuts them off at the pass so they can't use that, or he allows them to react and respond a certain way because he knows they're going to overextend. We've seen that in the past with some of his targets.
His reputation and satirical content makes him difficult to drag through the mud. Let's take Ian's controversial use of the N-word, for example. Many point out that it's funny Ian has said the N-word and doesn't get cancelled. Without any context, it seems like Ian's use of the word is said for the sake of being edgy. His following knows it's said for a specific reason.
Ian's the kind of guy who his slogan is, and I'm not going to get in trouble because I'm just quoting him.
So, it isn't the slogan.
Oh.
The slogan is, hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah, come on.
You've just got so many catchphrases.
Yeah.
This guy's...
I don't make them myself. I just, I can get away with it because someone else said it, right?
Right.
Well,
who said?
An unfortunate gentleman whose Kickstarter I made fun of. I decided to talk about it, and next thing I know, he's making a vlog directed toward me, and he opens it up with something like,
I'm sick and tired of that mother who thinks he knows everything.
He's showing viewers how dumb of an insult this is by repeatedly calling himself and his fans this. He uses it again in this video about Tana Mojo. Without knowing the context of Ian's use of the word, Tana decides to publicly call him out on the internet. Now, why would you do that if you've said it yourself? Instead of publicly blasting this video, Ian took the opportunity to create content out of it. This time, he used the word to highlight the hypocrisy of Tana mojo. By doing this, he arguably strengthened his point compared to if he had just shared Tana's old video. Whether you think he was justified in using it or not, the point is, he didn't really face public backlash. Viewers saw the use of the word parallel to how Cartman from South Park might say something anti-Semitic, or how a character from a Quentin Tarantino movie may say a racial slur. Racial slurs in movies or TV shows are meant to paint a picture of the mentality of a character. Ian's use was to prove his points. After all of this, you'd think it'd take a lot more to cancel Ian.
I thought it was just memes. I thought it was just people goofing on him because it's funny. It's kind of funny. But when I made my tweet, it's been like 2.5 weeks since I made that tweet, and I'm still getting called a simp every single day.
Can you describe what a simp is for those of you who do not know?
I have no clue what a simp is. I feel like they just made up this word and they don't even know what it means. I think they mean to call me a cuck, but I don't think that's what a simp is. I think a simp is someone who just worships a girl on the internet and isn't ever gonna get anything out of it.
Yeah. That's how I saw it.
Right. I don't see how that's me in this case. It became clear that a lot of people are like really serious about like they hate him now because his girlfriend might post a nipple on the internet, and I don't understand why. He continues to say a lot of stuff to this day that would get any other creator canceled in an instant. And this is something that so many people do, and I feel like a lot of the people that are mad about this are the same people who idolize someone like Pokimane. I don't get why the double standard? Like why, not that Pokimane posts that kind of stuff, but why do you like one girl on the internet and not another girl on the internet just because she's dating someone that you like?
It's important to separate the memes and jokes from the actual serious people. Ian has clarified that the jokes are fine, so the objective of this video is not no joking allowed, it's to get to the bottom of why this particular situation has caused a number of his viewers to turn on him. Upon the announcement of Ian's girlfriend launching an OnlyFans account, criticism of him was limited to Twitter and his subreddit. He then responded with a video that did poorly with his viewers.
We usually see IDubbbz work on a video for months and months and months, making sure that his arguments are flawless and that people can get behind them. Not in this case.
It was the first time where I've actually seen IDubbbz go from like this very calculated, very like, you know, very like a cool, collected, calm, and a rational individual to having this level of anger, you know, that's visibly showing, which is, again, the dumbest thing you can do.
I do agree that any YouTuber dating someone like that will draw attention, and there are individuals who don't want such people interacting with their favorite influencers, but I'm doubtful it's enough to provoke such a response. We've already seen YouTubers date adult actresses, we've seen them interact with them, and individuals like Trisha Paytas and Nikocado Avocado have their own accounts on OnlyFans. None of these people really got any backlash, and judging from Ian's content, he doesn't strike me as one who fights for traditional relationships. These points have led me to believe there must be something deeper going on that his fanbase doesn't like. A lot of the videos arguing about this topic have become, is sex work okay or not? And that's just not the debate to be had at hand. Do you think this is more of a bias against men and women who do OnlyFans, or do you think this is more of a bias because it's IDubbbz and his girlfriend? That's a good question, because like I said, I really think a lot of these people that are mad are the same people that would sign up to an OnlyFans. If Pokimane made an OnlyFans right now, they would sign up for it. But they don't like it because it's IDubbbz. Maybe we can answer this question by looking at my very unscientific list of factors that lead you to be more likely to be canceled. The first one, of course, is the bad behavior that you did. Now, the level that people care depends on your level of popularity. If you are someone who is perceived as lower on the social ladder, your faults don't have a high reach. It impacts less people because you know less people. When you don't have as much of an impact, the media could care less about your story. On the very top of the social ladder are billionaires. Billionaires are criticized for how much money they donate. Kylie Jenner donated a lot, Jeff Bezos donated a lot, and people are saying, why didn't this person donate more? They could afford to donate more. Another factor that contributes to the more likelihood someone is canceled is the audience you attract. And what I mean by that is, the energy you put out online on camera is the same kind of energy you attract. For instance, when Jake Paul was at the height of his drama, his fans backed him up. His fans dabbed on the haters. When you look at a commentary channel such as H3H3, he gets criticized for much more because his audience is more critical. He was criticized for some of his bad podcasts. Ian is high on popularity, and he's a commentary channel. But the thing is, what bad thing did he do? I had to scour the internet to find an argument that wasn't just simp. This one by Diesel Patches I think holds some ground, and I'm surprised that not many YouTubers covered this in their videos.
For years now, we've simply stood by and watched IDubbbz's girlfriend act like a toxic thought, but we kept saying to ourselves, you know, while IDubbbz's girlfriend is complete AIDS, at least he's not directly affecting her behavior. Until now. Yeah, before, we gave him a pass because he technically wasn't being hypocritical or anything, plus he's one of the most loved YouTubers on the website, but now he's definitely acting like a hypocrite. I mean, IDubbbz's girlfriend is the type of people IDubbbz would make fun of.
All her videos have this really positive message, a really love yourself, be kind kind of vibe. However, that message of accepting yourself and accepting others no matter what size they are, and how everyone's beautiful no matter what, kind of goes away when you watch her talk about Amy Schumer being a whale because she isn't rail thin, or her making fun of a woman dancing on a car in a music video and it being a quote miracle that she didn't dent that car because the woman happens to be a bit bigger.
I'm surprised that car can hold up on that.
What happened, Anissa, to everyone's super hot no matter what size?
Ian's girlfriend has allegedly done some of the things he's criticized other YouTubers for. That's almost like if Nerd City were to date Lele Pons. So you could say, why would you date someone who's done and said things you've criticized other people for? If she didn't have a chin, dude, the dislikes on this video would be so much more.
I do think that that's the one thing that they have. He's made fun of people in the past for doing this, and now he wants it to be okay. And like, okay, I get, like, that's the one argument that they've got. Like, that's the one thing that they can hang on to. Like, maybe it's a little hypocritical.
There are a number of videos out there that criticize IDubbbz's girlfriend. This video by Creepshow Art is a 30-minute video that hits a lot of points. Now obviously there are some stuff that I just don't agree with, but you know, there are some points where she makes a good argument. Another thing that contributes to IDubbbz's cancellation is something called association. Since IDubbbz's girlfriend is associated with him and she's displayed negative behaviors according to his fans, those negative behaviors are now also associated with him. If you're thinking, wait, this seems a little unfair. Why is Ian getting more criticism for his girlfriend's actions? Let's refer back to the factors of being cancelled. Someone, or in this case, a group of people, see Ian's girlfriend doing a bad thing. Her level of fame then determines how she's criticized. Say, if she's not famous and just someone you know personally, maybe the criticism stays inside your circle of friends. It makes sense. Why would a stranger care about another stranger's wrongdoings if it's not that bad? Although she does have more followers than the average person, I honestly hadn't heard of her before this IDubbbz drama. When we introduce Ian into the picture, through association, her level of fame goes up, which leads to more criticism. The baggage she carries becomes associated with him, and his level of fame is prime for criticism. It's perfect to clickbait. In addition, the audience that he's cultivated also denounce the type of behavior she's done. Now that her behavior is associated with him, cancelled. With a combination of all those factors, I wouldn't say Ian deserves to lose support, but I can see why some of his viewers are upset. Unfortunately, the actual argument has been overshadowed by, is Ian a simp or not? In reality, it's a combination of social factors and online politics that has turned, luckily, only a small portion of his viewers against him. But has Ian lost credibility because of this? In my opinion, I don't think so. Ian's girlfriend has done some of the things he's criticized others for, but they're in a relationship. He can't make a content cop on her, although it'd probably get a lot of views, so maybe he should rethink that. In all seriousness, this is something they have to work together on in private. It's a relationship between them, not them and his fans. I think a comment on this video perfectly sums up the whole situation. This hypocrisy shows that deep down inside, we're all Lele pawns. It's time we accept our fate. So when I first heard about this drama, I was very confused about the response, but when I looked deeper into things, this had to be the only reason why that response was so deserving. But if you have another opinion, let me know in the comments, because I genuinely want to know an opinion other than IDubbbz is a simp. Okay, be sure to go check out Vilonious's video. He helped with this video a lot, so his video is about him defending IDubbbz in a tweet, and the internet pretty much called him a simp. That's the end of the video. I will see you guys next time. Stay psyched.